Hey, how you guys doing? Let me try to bring this up a little bit so I don't look cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Right, there we go. I felt a little choke. How you guys doing? I'm testing this out. I am around my community center in Maryland, PG County, doing a walk. I've been out here for probably about 30 minutes now. Just walking. Walking. I don't know if you can see, kind of a dreary day. A little cold, not like it was the last 2 days. But nonetheless, it's not too cold where I wouldn't come out to walk. So I'm walking, having some fun, I guess. You know how I don't know if it's a saying or not, but they say, well, I say, let me put it that way, and I might have heard it somewhere. I walk until I feel better, you know. Things haven't been going too good for me, and so I walk. And sometimes I hope at the end of the walk I feel better, and most times I don't, but I still walk. So, you know, they say walking can clear your mind and get you to kind of start to process things a little better and get some air in the lungs, you know, just be outside enjoying what's around you. And I get it. There's nothing wrong with that, you know. I always try to have something positive, you know, to say, even when it's just screwed up situations, you know. And I will have to say today, I don't know. But no, I take that back. I do have something positive. I do. This morning, I had to go to the doctor's, and my dad took me to the doctor's, and while we were in the car, I looked up, and it's just like all of these birds, they're coming from everywhere, all of these birds, you know, and I'm looking like, wow, look at all these birds. And they did this formation type thing, and they nestled in a tree. Now, this is wintertime here, so the trees are bare here, you know. The trees are bare. There's no leaves, and I don't know, let me see. I don't know if you can see. I'll turn you around. But you see, there's really no leaves on the trees. And I'm watching this, and I'm watching them just fly and go from tree to tree. And I just thought that was beautiful, and I took a picture. I think I got it, and I hope it don't look Alfred Hitchcock type bird crazy, you know. I didn't take it that way, and I'll tell you why I think that was significant. I'll just kind of catch up to speed to what I've been dealing with. So, I don't have a car anymore. I'm totally, seriously on foot, metro, or if my dad come gets me a car. So my car has been taken because I couldn't pay for it. So they came and got it. And that's been bumming me out, you know. And I lost a friend, not to death or anything like that. It's just we're not friends. I don't know if we're not friends. I won't say we're not friends, but we're not actively talking to one another. If that makes any sense. I don't wish anyone any ill will or ill harm. I just felt like it just needed to happen, you know. And I think it was mutual, you know, on both sides of that. But nonetheless, when you've known someone for a long time, 20 years, you know, 20 plus at that, and you don't have that friendship anymore for whatever reason, it's, you know, it hurts. Let me just say that it hurts. It doesn't feel well, you know. And I don't know about anybody else, but I know when something like that has just been that significant in my life for that long, and that happens, I start to evaluate everything. And, you know, like, was it necessary? Could it have been salvaged? Is it salvageable? You know, I ask these questions, you know. Was it me? Was it them? You know, I don't know. And, you know, I ask these questions. And I did the same thing. And, you know, I grieved, because that's what you do. When you lose friends, you grieve. And I just know that, like I said, I won't say we're not friends anymore. And I just know that our friendship will never, ever be the same that it was. So, but wish them well, you know, and let them go. But I do think, like, okay, Jenny, what's going on with you, girl? Why is this happening? And I mention that because it's just, again, I'm knocked down with the car and I'm feeling some type of way, and then I kind of lose a friendship. It makes you feel some type of way. Yeah, you know, that makes you feel some type of way. So, and my spirits have not been down. I went into crisis last week, and I wasn't sure if they was going to have to hospitalize me. I'm grateful and thankful that they did not. But I reached just a crisis point. I was really bad, and I wasn't thinking well, wasn't feeling well. I just wasn't well, you know. Mentally, I just wasn't well, and physically, it was starting to just take its toll, you know, on me. So, again, you know, just that's where it was, circumstantial wise. That's what was happening. And, you know, I was having a woe is me. Everyone hates me. I don't know what I did. But I will say, I was probably a little toxic because, like I said, I was just dealing with a lot of things. And so I was becoming toxic. And probably not the best person to be around at the time. And just trying to deal. And the way I dealt with it was I was holding everything in and trying to be this really just strong person, you know, and just, you know, it's like you stabbed me and I took it and I'm cute, I'm still moving, and then you stab me again, you know, and I feel like I had to be like freaking Hercules or something, you know, and I just had to take it and take it and take it and take it and take it. And in all of that, although I was walking and, you know, I wasn't taking care of myself mentally, you know. And so it just brought me to this place. And, I'm thinking of all these crazy things and how am I going to pay my bills? How am I going to get around? No one has, in my mind, no one has thought to say, are you okay, Janine? You know what I mean? Like, I'm worried about everybody, and I just felt like at the time no one was saying, are you okay? But at the same time, I wasn't openly admitting that I just wasn't okay, And so it just took its toll, and I called my therapist, and I told her I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to think. I don't know. I'm numb right now, and I don't know. So they had to bring me in, and really kind of sort out. So it was a thing of I had to reach out for help and let people know that I'm not okay, and it just took its toll. And so in all of that, that brings me to just feeling like I couldn't provide, just not a good time or a good person, you name it. You name it. And just nothing seemed to be working out right. Just nothing at all. And I'm like, well, other things can't work right if I'm not right, I got to get back to a more stable state and place and rely on God and do what I can do and let the rest go, And so that brings me to my dad picked me up, and like I said, I saw the birds. And when I saw the birds and how they nestled in the tree, what I saw, and I don't know how anybody else would have saw it, but I saw that the birds, and there's no branches, there are branches but no leaves on the tree, and no leaves, there's no food either on the tree. But I saw these birds just with no care, like they didn't look worried, and still, I think they just do what they do. They do their formations, they're together, and they're not worried about the food that they will consume, They're just being birds. And then I remembered the passage in the Bible, scripture, where God says, if I take care of them, how much more would I do for you? And I'm totally paraphrasing, so don't take it 100% that it was said exactly like that. But how much more would I do for you? And I started thinking, wow, even though it's winter here, there's no food, God is still providing for the birds, and they're not, stressed and worried about how they're going to eat, where they're going to find a warm place to nestle at, They are just doing that. And so why am I worried about what's happening in a sense to me, and he's going to do more for me than those birds? Does that make sense? And I prayed that I need.